Not how I was originally going to start the video, but I was feeding the baby scorpions for the first time, and out of the 4 holdbacks, if I get in focus, this one's got a cricket in his mouth. This one's eating. That one had one on its face. I think it was just scared. That one's scared too. And I am pointing a flashlight. But it's crazy how like their instinct to hunt is just so built in. Again, these are baby Asian forest scorpions. I have my 4 holdbacks right here, hoping to get another female or 2. And then I got 11 more over there. One thing I didn't pick up at the show was a male. I need a new male so I can re-impregnate those females as fast as possible, because it takes a long time for female Asian forest scorpions to go through their gravid state to where they have birth. Over a year in a lot of cases. What is up, you guys? It's James from James Reptiles. I hope you liked that clip of those scorpions eating. I didn't want to take the lids off and disturb them too much, but it's really exciting to get those guys going. Only 10 days until the Chico Reptile Show, which is a 1-day Saturday show. It'll be not this Saturday, but next Saturday. I'll be taking those 11 scorpions. I'm not going to ask a whole lot for them, $5, maybe $10. We'll see how I start selling, how well I start selling. Out here on the branch today, we have Race Car. He's very fired down right now, but he's going to be one of the holdbacks. That's probably when I'm going to breed the lily white too. I was talking to my buddy Adam. He runs Bay Area Gecko. Very, very popular crested gecko selling company. Crested gecko, very, very popular crested gecko breeder in the Northern California area. And we were talking about lily whites, and he said that he has noticed that lily whites, just that line of genetics, they grow really slow. And I said, you know what, I've actually noticed that too. I didn't know if it was just mine, so I feel a little bit better about mine growing slow. I know that it's not just a runt, and I feel more confident and more comfortable breeding it. Now, I have a bunch of water bowls in front of me, and you might have seen these before. I use them for snakes, because snakes, big adult snakes, they like to get in the water bowl sometimes. And good, because I can change the water once, twice a week and not have to worry about it. But I have a lot here. There's not really, well, okay. I ordered a pair of snakes. I've been wanting this species for a really long time. Over a year. If you follow the channel, you'll know. It's my dream species. You'll know what it is. If you don't know and you want to know, if you check out my Instagram at James's Reptiles, it'll be linked in the description. The picture I posted this morning has a hint to it. So I got 12 water bowls. These water bowls are awesome. Pet bowl. There's nothing else about it. Made in China. There's no size, no nothing. These are $1 at Dollar Tree, obviously, and I just bought 12 because I use a lot of them. I don't use them. I will be. 1 for each of my ball pythons, 1 for each of my adult snakes, and one thing. Well, and I have a pair of cords that I think are about ready to go up into these. So what I need to do is clean this off a little bit more, maybe put some of it down here, or I'll just put the snakes down here, and they'll each get a bowl. And another reason is my buddy taught me they make really cheap hides. If you flip it over and you were to cut that part off, it would work really well as a hide. The only problem with that is I don't know how I'm going to cut this. I'm going to have to figure something out. I'm going to ask him how he does it. So it'll make a couple hides for some of those adult snakes, and I think that would be perfect. Probably not like an adult corn snake. You might want something a little bit bigger for an adult, but for anything for 1 to 2 to maybe almost 3 years old, one of these upside down with a hole, perfect, as long as it's not super sharp. But yes, I am getting a pair. They were born this last summer. I will be getting them in tomorrow, and shipped with the 3% PayPal fee, $721. So that's a lot of money on a pair of snakes. Like I said, I did really good at the Sacramento Reptile Show. Someone who owed me money paid me back, and I was like, you know what, this is a perfect opportunity. She's got one pair left that doesn't have kinks. She had another pair that did. I wanted the one that specifically didn't. They are a related pair. They're shipping from SoCal. You'll see what they are in tomorrow's video. You'll see me post about them on Instagram and Facebook tomorrow. I really can't wait. I need to see how big they are and decide what kind of tub I want to put them in. I might have to get some more of those tomorrow. But I am ecstatic. These are my dream animals. They are a related pair, like I said. So what I probably will end up doing is selling the male. I'll probably end up taking it to the Chico show and see if I can get someone to buy it for $250. And then what I'll do is I'll just end up buying another male from a different bloodline. So I knew I was going to need a bunch of water bowls. I'll probably end up using half of these right away, and the other half will go in the closet. So right now, that's just what I have, and I want to get all different colors. I am currently defrosting a bunch of rodents. It's snake feeding day. Actually, snake feeding day was Saturday, but that was the show. So all the snakes are going to be really hungry. I don't skip feeding days ever. Sometimes snakes refuse feeding, but I never skip offering it. I always do it on Saturday. So today I will be feeding snakes, and I'll film a little bit of it. If there's any highlights, that'll definitely be in there. I already fed all the leopards. I know I said I was going to do a video reviewing the Hikari leopard gecko food, and I definitely will do that, but it's not going to be today. So that'll be coming up shortly. One thing, I have all that bearded dragon sample food too. One thing I want to talk about is I do really want a pair of bearded dragons. I think like maybe up here would be really cool just to have one of those really long exoteras. Give them a little bit of height. Just a pair of like either high orange, or if anyone's breeding for black bearded dragons, something like that would be really cool. Or maybe a pair of zeros. Definitely not there yet. The enclosure itself would be pretty expensive. One of those cages runs like $200 dang near, and then you gotta buy decorations and a nice big wood piece, and shoot, you end up paying $1,000 for your setup and your animals. That's the way it goes. I mean, I just bought a pair of snakes for $700. I'm excited. I am ecstatic. I am exuberant about these snakes. So anyway, I'll get on to snake feeding. I've got a long list of other stuff I gotta do. So I'll take you with me for some of it, and I hope you guys enjoy. Sorry about that. There weren't very many good clips, if any at all. I think there's like one, maybe two. Most of that is my fault. 2 snakes are in shed. There were like 2 or 3 pretty good feeding responses, but I didn't take the camera out because I forgot there was one really good one. I wasn't filming, so when I went to stop recording, it started recording, and I got 3 seconds of me trying to understand what happened. And a lot of them were just in their hides, and they went out, pulled it back in, and that was it. So I got to go around and check. I'm gonna go grocery shopping real quick. It's nighttime. Come back, check. I gotta feed crested geckos. Whoops. Knocked over a couple of scorpion babies. Hope they didn't stress out while they were eating. Besides that, Chica show is in 10 days. My awesome snakes, I don't know if I said they were snakes. My awesome pair of snakes is coming tomorrow. I am super excited. Of course, tomorrow's video will be on those snakes. I got milk. So, those 2 snakes are coming tomorrow. Tomorrow's video will be mostly about those 2 snakes. Probably actually all about those 2 snakes. Friday's video will be the leopard gecko Hikari pre-made food paste. I've actually seen leopard geckos go for like a dried fruit, which is interesting in person, of course. And that's basically it. I'm James from James' Reptiles. If you liked my animals, if you liked my content, make sure to like the video, subscribe, leave a positive comment. All of that really helps. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, jamesreptiles@gmail.com. Most of that will be linked in the description below. And have a good one.